So the Korean Wave is defined by the Korean Cultural Office on their page, the Korean Wave, as the spread of Korean culture throughout Asia and other parts of the world. It started with mostly dramas, but have now been transferred all over to Korean entertainment in general. But today I want to specifically talk about a part of the Korean Wave, and that is the group Toho Shinki and their progress in Japan and how an amazing journey it is. And DBSK is a 5-member group that debuted according to Yi Hae-in on her 2008 article, Toho Shinki reminisces on their 5-year debut, as they debuted on December 26th in 2003. And prior to their start in Japan, they did a lot of work in Korea, and it was their 2nd year that they began moving to Japan. But it was also this year that they reached their highest point in Korea. They sold, according to the Music Industry Recording of Korea, year-end records, the highest selling album of the year in 2006. They won all of the top awards at the year-end awards show, such as Golden Disc, KBS Music Awards, Mnet KM Festival, and SBS and Seoul Music Awards. All top awards like the Best Artist and the Best Album of the Year. Then, as they started in Japan, it was quite tough for them because in Japan, at the time when they started, nobody knew about Korean culture. Like Korean industry, they had to start over as rookies. And they've shared on shows such as their 2008 show when they went on Knee Drop Guru and Happy Together, that they were put on shows that aired at 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. in Japan, times that nobody watched TV. And they did not get the exposure needed to actually get a debut. They also shared whenever they recorded their 2008 Do Dream show that they, because of the language barrier, they felt lonely and isolated in Japan. But despite the hardship, they did make progress step by step. They released their first album, Heart, Mind, and Soul, in Japan, and according to Oricon chart, our equivalent to Billboard there, that it ranked number 25 on Oricon. But just 1 year later, when they released their 2nd album, Five in the Black, it jumped 15 spots, landing in number 10 on the Oricon chart. But that progress was through 1 year. We see a smaller progress, but a bigger progress through their singles. This was Sky, and it was the first single for their 3rd album, and it was their first top 10 single, ranking at number 6 on Oricon. So this is their first top 10 single. Just 1 single later, they broke into the top 5 with their album Begin. But it wasn't until 2 years later, in their 3rd year in Japan, that they got their first #1 single, Purple Line. And this is an amazing feat because there has only been so many foreign artists that have broken into the Japanese entertainment. And the next single, Beautiful You, ranked at #1, making them the first artist in 24 years, the first foreign artist in 24 years to place #1 on Oricon, according to Oricon's 2008 article, TVXQ Breaks Records set 24 years ago. And with their 3rd #1 single, they are now the only foreign artist in Japan to have ever ranked 3 times #1. In the same year, DBSK won the Japan Records Awards for Best Artist. This is equivalent to our Grammy Award winning Best Artist there, and they won in 2008. Then they were invited to the Kohaku Uta Gason Music Festival to perform. This is a big highlight even for Japanese artists because it is invitational only. And according to Kim Hoon-woo's DBSK performance at the Kohaku Gata Uzen in 2008, he said that they are the only foreign artists to have ever been, first Korean artists have ever been invited to perform on the show. Then, even though they went on a 1 year, 7-month hiatus, they still managed to conquer and keep their success in Korea. Whenever they released their 4th album, Neurotic, it sold 500,000 copies, according to Gaon Music official music chart. The best-selling album in 5 years, and the only album in 5 years to ever beat 500,000 records. In the same year, they broke the world records for their fan club, being the biggest fan club in the world according to the Book of Guinness World Records of 2008. And with their album, they proved that they were the top artists in Korea and Japan. And they continued to dominate on all of the award shows. This is them at the Mnet KM Festival winning the Best Artist. Then they were invited to perform at the Tokyo Dome. This is the biggest dome in Japan, seating 55,000 people. They had a 2-day finale and it was sold out, bringing in over 100,000 audience. And this is a big deal even for Japan. They were the only Korean artist ever to perform their tour there. And next month, they will be performing, they will start their 2012 live tour. They are the only foreign artist, Korean foreign artist to perform at 5 domes. They are the 4th foreign artist ever. They're one of the most respected names in the Korean artist industry, and they're known for their modest. They're very modest. Tableau, a rapper from the group Epic High, praised DBSK by saying that DBSK was candidates with them, and at first they thought that DBSK would think that they're nothing, but when they saw DBSK clapping for them, they were so thankful. The GD, the Big Bang's leader, G-Dragon, said that I admire DBSK because they survive in different countries with different cultures, and they are truly the perfect seniors, in this interview with Asia News in 2009. DBSK has earned respect from juniors and seniors alike, with groups saying that my dreams of becoming a singer grew when I was younger while watching DBSK. That's Daehoon of the current group BAP. So as you see, that DBSK started over from scratch, but they've still managed to become so successful because they worked hard and persevered. And that is why I'm so thankful to have ever known them, and they've taught me so much throughout this journey. They're really amazing people. And I wasn't there for the beginning, but I'm going to be there with them till the end.